Mario, wake up. You're gonna be late for class. Mario, wake up. You got class.
What time is it? Oh man, I'm gonna be late. I can't believe I'm gonna be late for class. They're doing construction by the parkway right now. All right, let's see if I can get around this. All right. Being a commuter student. Convenient, yes. Less costly, definitely yes. But how worth it is it? Commuting to school is done by so many college students, yet they are often overlooked. Rarely are commuters shown in the movies and television shows about college. Occasionally, people who live super close to their campus choose to dorm instead of commuting because they think that commuting won't give them the full experience. So, does that mean that commuting is horrible for the typical college kid? Definitely not. I'm going to discuss the pros and cons of being a commuter and how commuters can overlook the cons to make them as involved on campus as their dorming peers. Getting food as a commuter is so much easier than it is when dorming. If you are living with family, you typically have someone prepping your meals for you, as is your grandmother, your mom. If you live on your own, you don't have to deal with the hassle of making food surrounded by other people and likely have more appliances to use than the average dormer. You don't always have to survive on campus food if you commute, and thus have more options available to you. Of course, many dormers have their own cars, but it is not always the case. Thus, the availability to have a place to call home and a method of transportation, food is much easier to obtain. The next big thing is space and privacy. I think it's a no brainer that commuters have better options for having their own place. Most have their own bedrooms, with bathrooms they need to only share with family or roommates. Plus, college dorms are very tiny with little places to put things. Not living in a college dorm gives you so much more options for storage and necessities. Additionally, you aren't constantly surrounded by other people, giving you more ways to be by yourself without interruptions. It's so nice being able to spend a long time in a bathroom, the worry of someone else needing to go in, and having a peace of mind that isn't clouded by the presence of others, thinking that nobody's going through your stuff or if anybody's touching any of your things. The savings and cost, the big one, the fact of the matter is dorming costs so much money. With student debt and the cost of college being so large as is, being able to save money, some money by not dorming may just be saving grace for the future. You never know if the money you save could be used somewhere else, perhaps in a major emergency. So those are some pros about living on. Now, here are the cons about living on campus. When you're not constantly on campus or calling it home, it can be harder to establish a connection to your school. You might miss out on a big event on campus, have more difficult time finding a friend, or joining a club. But that does not mean that you cannot do anything to make the bond stronger. Of course not. If you have a friend who lives on campus, why not spend the night in their dorm and try to get a dorming experience? You can get a glimpse into their world of dorming if you are that curious. Scheduling and time. When you commute, you can't just roll out of bed and go to class. You have to give yourself time to get up and get ready in the morning, as well as consider traffic, travel time when trying to get to school. This may also result in being more tired and exhausted at school, as well as less time during the day to do things, which can affect how you interact with people and teachers. Make sure you have a good breakfast before you leave so that you have more energy. And if you are extra tired, try to find some time during the day to take a nap. The more energy you have, the better you will be able to get through the day. Energy is the best way we can handle time and stress each time it creeps on us.